Last week, the brand new AEW World Champion Samoa Joe went out there and got Hook over in that one main event world title bout. And I'm saying he got him over because Hook's momentum had hit a very, very steep decline pretty much over the past year, because like I said in the past videos, the aura, the presence that Hook had when he first made his debut, when he was first going through a lot of jobbers, the fans wanted to see Hook, and they still kind of do, but his feud, his rivalry with Jack Perry over that paper championship, the FTW title, to me at least, it really diminished his status. But last week in the main event, the match went what? 8, 9, 10 minutes? And Hook did everything he was supposed to do. He put up a fight. He didn't give up. He got hit with the Muscle Buster, and Samoa Joe, I mean, again, this is all kayfabe, Samoa Joe let him kick out at 1. Now, of course, the world champion took a bit longer than usual to go for the pinfall. Again, that's part of storytelling, baby. Samoa Joe doesn't believe this kid has what it takes to actually beat him for the world title, so guess what? He's going to hit him with the Muscle Buster. Pretty much off the bat. Going to take his time, pin him 1, 2, 3, and make a statement to the rest of the locker room, but Hook was not going to have that. And I mentioned it a week ago. The very prime example of putting a younger, up-and-coming superstar over was made by WWE back in 2002 when The Undertaker, undisputed champion, put his title on the line in a ladder match against Jeff Hardy. And by the end of it, Jeff Hardy earned Taker's respect, and I think the exact same thing happened last week when Hook survived. For the most part, he didn't win, but he proved his point. He proved that one day he will beat Samoa Joe. One day he will be world champion, and that journey started last week in that main event match against Samoa Joe. And one of my favorite things happened too after the match, because as a wrestling fan, I am a sucker for impromptu entrances. I'm a sucker for the champion, especially if it's the world champion, especially if it's a top guy, being challenged by one guy, being challenged by another guy, being challenged by 3 guys, 4 guys, and you have just a lot of people, a lot of top guys vying for the world championship. And we got that last week when Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland made their intention clear to challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And I firmly believe March 3rd, Revolution, there is no other match that can main event that show than a 3-way match for the AEW World Championship. Samoa Joe versus Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland, 3-way for the world title, and we'll see what happens then. And I get it. Tonight, we're going to see the return of the rankings. The rankings that we haven't seen in what, 3.5 years, 4 years? And I wouldn't be surprised if Hangman Adam Page and Swerve are tied at the top. They both have matches tonight on Wednesday Night Dynamite Live. Swerve wins his match, surpasses Hangman Adam Page in the rankings, and then Hangman Adam Page responds by winning his match, tying Swerve. And this story continues until we get to Revolution, until they get that triple threat 3-way world title match at the pay-per-view, and you actually make the rankings mean something. Now, again, the rankings are returning. I'm not gonna dismiss it. I wasn't a big fan of it when it first started, because again, it was something different. Yes, differentiate itself from WWE, but it kind of sets up the next guy up. And like I said on this very video, I'm a fan of the world champion going out there and having somebody impromptu, somebody you don't expect, challenge him for the world title, much like we had Hook a couple of weeks ago. Much like Jinder Mahal and Seth frickin' Rollins for the world title a couple of weeks ago. That's the beauty of pro wrestling. It's not just a sport where wins and losses matter. It's sports entertainment. It's about storytelling, and the story that AEW can tell with Samoa Joe, Hangman, Adam Page, and Swerve Strickland heading into Revolution to actually main event their first big pay-per-view of 2024. I am very much looking forward to that. And if we don't get the three-way match for some odd reason, Tony Khan and AEW's creative team doesn't go with that match, I'm going to be completely shocked. Not completely shocked, because AEW has had some misses storytelling-wise in the past. But again, in my opinion, it's the very best main event you can possibly give us at Revolution. And that's just my thought. So with that said, what are your thoughts? What did you think of Hook's title match last week? Did you like his performance? What do you think about a three-way match between Page, Strickland, and Joe at Revolution for the world title? And what do you think about the rankings returning to AEW tonight and in the very near future and for months and months to come? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. As far as tonight's concerned, tune in later on tonight to TBS for another episode of Wednesday Night Dynamite live. Looking forward to that. So with that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.